Hello, hello, hello. Today we shall be playing a visual novel called Song of Saya. It is considered to be an extremely disturbing visual novel. I beg to differ, for extreme or disturbing is my middle name, and I have seen so-called many disturbing things, and so my tolerance is quite high. But I reckon someone told me about this game, so I thought, why not? It was on sale. Let's give it a go. Behold, this. What is this? So, let us begin. This story is a work of fiction. The procedures and conditions described here. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh my god. Do not modify the grotesque image. Actually, would I get banned if I do that? What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna try and do my. Uh, wow, this is loud. Okay, let us try this again. Three such creatures sit around the table in front of me, slurping filthy sludge from their cups, as they trade whines and growls and sounds that I cannot describe. By listening carefully, I am able to grasp the gist of their conversation and respond when it is required of me. This is necessary to avoid arousing their suspicions. However, these creatures they are my friends apparently. Oh, this guy looks like a troublemaker. He looks like an emo. I wished I could deny it, but I gave up on that a long time ago. Night after night I went to sleep praying for an end to this nightmare, only to wake each morning to the same twisted hellscape as the day before. I know now that I have to blend in, that I have to act like one of them. Such has been my life these past 3 months, and so it will remain until the day I die. Bloody hell! Judging by its tone, this one must be Koji, and the one next to him, squealing more than others, is probably Omi. You can tell their names, but you can't tell what they're really saying? Which means the one next to me is Yo. Yao? Is that how I said? Yo? Though I can no longer see any trace of her once attractive features, I try my best to ignore the rotting stench of excrement that issues from her quivering flesh. Everything has changed, almost everything. By some cruel trick of fate, my relationship with the world alone remains the same, as if an insane architect took the blueprint of my life and rebuilt it out of blood and gore. Oh wow. These monsters and I were part of the same college club. We studied together, ate together. We even went skiing together every winter break. Now these are painful memories of days that will never return. Only no one recognized me. I might have been able to disconnect myself from the world. It would have been comforting in comparison to believe that I have been abducted by aliens or that I have stumbled through a gateway to hell. I think he might have gone to hell. But no, this is beyond a doubt that the city I was born and raised and society that I was part of for 20 years. Oh, he's 20. Save that I and I alone can no longer see it that way. The world as I knew, it is gone. I have no place to call home. Anyway, I can tell that whatever they are discussing is no important to me. I keep quiet while pretending to listen. But just then, one of the flesh beasts says as it swivels its bloodshot eyes towards me, "What do you think?" Oh, there is a voice actor. I try desperately to suppress my loathing and behave normally, but my Horace voice ruins this year's ski coming too. A slimy hole near the top of the creature's riffles Australian, I can't even, as it vomits some slimerance of words that must be Koji's face or what I would have seen as such 3 months ago. Unable to stomach the sight of it, I avert my eyes and give a neutral answer. These were my closer companions. One of them had even wished to be more. How many nights have I spent crying in loneliness, lamenting the friends who no longer exist? In 3 months, my tears ran dry, and now there is only loathing left in me, surrounded by hideous creatures that I can only assume are Koji, Omni, and Yo. I spent each day trying to act as I always have. If I fail at this, I'll surely be sent back to the hospital. He was in hospital? Only this time will be locked away forever. No matter what, I won't let that happen. I hope the police is not after me because I'm playing this. That's it. I can't look at them or bear their screeching any longer. I jump to my feet, desperate to escape. A spray of stringy slime from the what now? Kilio around his voice box flies at me. I try to cover myself, and too late. But it's too late. The slime from splattering across my face like the yolk of a rotten egg. Oh. I'm about to lose it. I want to grab a chair, a desk, anything within reach, and use it to smash the life out of this creature, ending it all. I barely suppressed the impulse. What the hell? Okay. I mustn't let on that something is wrong. However, they look to me. This is their world. I'm the outsider. Struggling to put on a smile, I reach into my wallet and pull out the first bill I find and put on the table without even looking at it. I don't care about the change. I just need to get out of here now. I'm not crazy.
ねえねえ、今度のスキーだけどさ、今年はどっかスケートも遊べるところにしない？
I'm not gonna lie, I cannot say this name. What's it? Tsukuba. Tsukuba? And Yao frowns at the gesture.
わざわざスキー場にまで行ってスケート？
勘弁してやってくれよ、つくば。こいつ今そっちにハマってんだ。
Tonya Koji supports Omni with a laugh. Her promptitude suggests are nothing new, and it's Cody's role as her boyfriend to provide backup. They are a good match for each other, Yo thinks. Sometimes it makes her
なん
jealous.
せオウミってさ、この前この年になって初めてスケートやったんだ。
何よ、スケートしたことなかったのがそんなに不思議
20歳になって初体験ってのは興味そうそういないんじゃないかな。
子供の頃はなんとなく怖かったのよ。あの靴、なんだか刃物みたいでさ。
She's not wrong.
でもいきなりやって滑れたの？オウミちゃんすごくない？
Oh crap, sorry, I just got a message. But you picked it up just like that. That's a pretty
容
amazing.
量はスキーとそう変わるもんじゃないからな。重心を前に出して靴の前のヘリでコントロールする感覚とか。
No.
コウジにそう言われたもんだからさ、騙されたと思ってやってみたわけよ。そうしたらもう楽しくって。
Oh, Koji and Omni enjoy their time together as normal lovers do. That's certainly not something that should make her jealous. It's just that her luck in love has been bad.
私も見てみたいな。オウミちゃんがスケートやるところ。
Where have I heard this voice actor before? Okay. She knows that it's wrong to envy her friends. She too would be spending time with the man she admires, if not the terrible tragedy that befell him. His is true misfortune. Her bad luck doesn't begin to compare.
だからさ、ね、今度のスキー旅行、ついでにスケート旅行にしちゃえば2倍美味しく楽しい。
でもさ、スケートはスケートリンクに行けばできるじゃない。わざわざスキー場に行ってまでやる？
だから屋内じゃなくてさ、屋外スケート、凍った湖とかで滑れるところ。
そんな都合のいいとこあるかな？なんだかすっごく混んでそう。
Although the conversation has involved only 3 people so far, there are in fact 2 couples at the cafeteria table. Yo's boyfriend, though there's still some doubt over whether he could be called that, is besides her, as silence and expressionism as a statue.
なあ、文則。
Expressionless as a statue.
お前はどう思う？
どうって。
The cause of your distress, Sakashika Fumiliori, I can't say these names, responds to Koji's sudden query with a vague, mumbled question of his own.
いや、だからさ、今年の冬のスキーだよ。お前も行くよな。
Cody speaks gingerly, as though probing a tumor. A few months ago, he would have hesitated to rebuke Fuminori for his attitude. Their long acquaintances has forged a strong and honest friendship, but now...
わからない。
His downcast eyes, making it clear that he has no desire to break.
何か他の予定でもあるのか？
いや、別に。
Damn. So his best friend can't communicate with him. I just thought, what hope does Yo have of breaking through his shell? The scars left by the event of that late summer day are still deep. All these months later, each one of the four bears them. Not only.
なあ、別に運動するのが傷に触るとかそういうわけでも。
どうだろうな。今日の診療で先生に聞いてみる。
As though that answer drained the last of his picture, bolts
お
out.
い、文則。
Even Cody cannot keep his voice from rising as he tries to stop him from leaving. Fumiori reacts swiftly, throwing his hand over his face, as though to shield him from something terrifying. Maybe some spit flew inadvertently from Cody's mouth, but That happens sometimes. Fumiori reaction is beyond the pale.
だから今日も診療なんだ。もう時間だから。
Even though he touches money to pay for his coffee, he acts like he's touching something.
それじゃ。
Stalks out of the cafeteria almost as if he's running away. Cloaked in heavy silence, the remaining three lower their gaze to the table, where the abandoned 10,000 yen bill sways forwardly. Forwardly? Fumiori's coffee is untouched.
やってられないわね。もう。
文則には
だってもう3ヶ月よ。なんなのよあれ。付き合ってるこっちが変になりそうよ。
Men don't just recover like that. Whatever he's going through must be serious. Well, it is serious because he's seeing bloody monsters and shit. So this is their point of view. Normal people, but for him, it's like.
俺だってわからない。わかるはずもないと思う。お前だって想像つくか？あんなひどい形で家族全員を奪われて、平気でいられるわけないよ。
It's been 3 months, and he lost his whole family. What's wrong with this woman? Wait, a what? Wait, I need to read this. It could have happened to anyone. A tractor trailer flipped over on the highway, crushing the Sakisaka. You know what? Crushed the family car into twisted scrap. They said it had been difficult to tell the bodies of Fumiori's parents apart. Yo, F this woman! If my... God forbid. Oh, God forbid. If my mom and I found out she died like that, I would need full recovery, mental health, everything, because I would be distraught. Wow. For a while it had looked as if there was no hope for Fumiori either. It was nothing short of a miracle that he was able to leave the hospital and return to a normal life.
見舞いに行った時なんてもっとひどかったじゃないか。誰が誰かも分からずに怯えて暴れてベッドに縛り付けられて。今はよくあそこまで立ち直ってくれ。
それにしたって変よ咲坂くん。私たちのこと見る目つき。あれ。
よせ近江。
Oh wow. While Koji's kindness makes her happy, Yo also knows that she mustn't take advantage of it. Fumiori is the victim, just as Koji said. He's the one who most deserves sympathy. Yo's feelings for Fumiori are her problem and no one else's. She doesn't blame Fumiori for not giving her an answer after she worked up the courage to ask him out. Ah, crap! In fact, she thinks even more fondly of him for taking the time to consider than she would have had he treated their relationship casually. Apparently, the fact that Fumiori did not reject her was enough to make them a couple in Koji and Omni's eyes. They had plenty of fun at Yo's and Fumiori's expense since. The truth of it, though, is that he still hasn't given her an answer. After revealing her feelings to him, Yo didn't see Fumiori again until a week later, and then she could only stare at his broken body through the window of the ICU. And when he was finally released after 50 days, that seems an eternity, he was somehow different. She's starting to doubt that he even remembers what she confessed to him before the accident. Now winter is coming and her feelings hang forgotten in the cold, lonely air. Dr. Tambo, Ryoko, has never had a more troublesome patient.
その後の経過はどうですか？
いえ、別段。これといって問題もなく。
His voice is hard and flat, tossed carelessly into the air. It's like he's speaking to himself in an empty room. Ryoko is a surgeon, not a psychiatrist, and even she can sense the thickness of the walls he has erected between himself and the
吐
world.
き気やめまい、幻聴や幻覚といった体験は？
いえ、何も。
While Sakazuki-san appears to be looking at Ryoko, his gaze is actually aimed a fraction down and to the side. He only superficially engaged in the conversation, when in truth, it does not interest him in the slightest. Perfect rejection. Realizing that she can't interview him like this, Ryoko sighs and sets her chart
咲
inside.
坂さん、あなたが当院で受けた処置は脳神経医学の分野では世界的に最先端の治療でした。そのことはご存知ですよね。最先端であるということは、まだまだデータの出揃っていない危険性の伴う治療法だったという意味でもあります。
そうでしょうね。
Sakazuki turns his lips twist slightly in what might be a bitter or mocking smile, but it is gone before Ryoko can discern its meaning.
普通こんなことを言って脅かすのは医者として問題なんですが、施術後に重大な脳障害をきたしたケースも報告されているんです。予後の経過には十分に注意しなければなりません。
Hence this weekly checkups. If only he could take them a little more seriously.
先週の MRI はどうでした？
The MRI magnet resonance imaging is a way for doctors to examine the brain in detail without opening the patient's skull. Surprised by some uncommon technical knowledge, Ryoko recalls to
そういえばあなたも医者のたま。
先生が心配しているような脳機能不全は画像診断だけでも十分にわかるはずですよね。
いいえ。
There was nothing, not the slightest hint of abnormal activity for a procedure with such low rate of success. The results have been nothing sort of miraculous. However, something still bothers Ryoko. She can't shake the feeling that he's hiding something beneath his guarded exterior. Some terrible weight on his soul, perhaps. But it's an inorganic problem. Then there's nothing she can do as long as he refuses to explain it.
大丈夫ですよ、先生。現に僕は今こうして病院の外でも何不自由なく生活しています。もう
ねえ咲坂さん、こういった難しい手術は予後不断が原則なんです。もう少し私たちを信用してもらえませんと。
そうですよね。僕だって先生方を信用したい。どんな相談にも乗ってもらえるんですか？
ええ、もちろん。
Smiling to cover up her irritation, Saki asked exactly the same question during last week's.
じゃあ先週の話の続きなんですか？先生。
Unable to answer, Ryoko hardens the mask of a smile. As before, the patient is inquiring about someone whom he had no business
大
knowing.
貝教授のことはあなたの治療とは何の関係もないでしょ。
信頼しろと言った矢先にいきなり隠し事ですか？
Ooh, the plot thickens. Ryoko is used to patients treating her with hostility. Some degree of paranoia is natural when dealing with a patient whose mistakes could kill you. She doesn't see the anxiety that other patients exhibit. His demeanor is perfectly calm, almost like a detective questioning a
何
suspect.
分だいぶ前にここを辞められた方ですからね。私個人としても交流があったわけではないし。
辞めた理由はご存知ない？
ええ、おそらく個人的な事情でしょうね。それにしても咲坂さん、なぜあなたはそんなに大貝教授にこだわるんです？お知り合いですか？
教授は今失踪中なんです。知ってましたか？
いいえ。
The Hauser may have been a little too quick. She should have acted more
近
surprised.
頃教授の身内の人間と懇意にしていましてね。その人から調査を頼まれているんです。
A relative, Ryoko considers this with a
大
frown.
貝教授に縁者の方はおられないはずですが、
おお、誰から聞きました？
それは 噂話に。
Huh, she claimed to have no contact with her.
そんなことが噂になる程度には大貝教授は有名人だったわけです
Same as
ね。
not to have nurses gossip.
まあ一風変わった人だったみたいですね。
なのに
But no one knows.
誰も彼が大学を辞めた理由を知らないと。
Veronica falls silent, knowing that this isn't a topic she can't brush away with her smile. And seems to me to have finally grasped her move, however, as he strangely stiff-toned
先
softened
生
a little.
僕はどうしても大貝教授に会わなきゃならないんです。彼がいなくなったせいで行く当てがなくなり困っ。
それはむしろ警察の領分なんじゃないかしら。
Although she makes it's actually a gamble. If Albert Mashiko disappearance becomes police matter, then the university will be investigated. Everyone who was involved in the incident will be at risk of exposure, and of course that includes Ryoko herself. She knows, however, that Sakasa is unlikely to go to the police. First of all, his excuse is obviously a lie. They already made sure that Ogagi had no relatives who might come looking for him, which is why they could bury the truth of what happened. But then how did Sakasuki, a mere patient, learn about
咲坂さん、
Ogagi?
私の知っている範囲のことは喜んでお教えします。で、どこか長期の旅行にでも行かれたか、その程度しか想像つきません。
そうですか。
So this guy. Expecting Resident Roka is surprised when Zeta backs down. She's still worried about his condition, and the mysterious link between him and Olga is only making her more uneasy. But as long as he doesn't open up to her, there's nothing she can do. After a brief pause, Roko writes progress good on Sakasu's chart.
咲坂さん、それでは来週の診察ですが、今日と同じ4時でも。
Before she can finish, Sakasa is gone. Oh no. It looks like someone sprayed the walls with pig guts from ceiling to floor. What color should the wall of a hospital be? White, of course, and to the creatures of rotten flesh shambling around me, I'm sure this hallway looks just as white as it should. I know intellectually that the walls are white. I know that the flesh beasts are really human. I'm the one with the problem, and it's because I've accepted this I'm able to lead something approaching a normal life. Even if my university medical department is nowhere near as good as the T universities, I'm still a medical student specializing in neurology. I have a basic idea of what has happened to me, though it's hard to believe. This isn't a pathology condition. It's probably some form of agnosia, unlike anything that has ever been studied before. The flesh beast called Tampo Roko said that other patients had developed neurological disorders after receiving the same treatment I did, so I guess I'm just another failure. It makes me want to laugh in that know-it-all doctor's face. That said, I don't blame the doctors who operated on me. After all, I do owe them my life. I know as well as anyone how low the chance of success was, and that I had no other hope of survival. I was unlucky, that's all there is to it. The point is that my condition is treatable. Oh, isn't treatable. Just like someone adapting to a hearing aid or wheelchair, I have no choice but to adapt to this nauseating scenery. Wow. Of course it's hard. It wasn't easy to resign myself to this fate. But now there's more than just despair, even for me. There is a glimmer of hope. Keeping my eyes on my feet, I hurry home. I live in a quiet suburban neighborhood in a house that's much too large for me alone. Oh, lucky you! My parents, even unluckier than I was, died in the accident 3 months ago. I couldn't even go to the funeral for being in intensive care. I had to sell my father's business, but at least that left me with the house and enough money to live on for a while. Damn. Of course I'm sad, but the accident took more from me than my parents. In fact, being on my own has probably saved me. If they were still alive, my parents would never have allowed me to live with some strange girl.
おかえり。
What? As I open the door, a bright voice greets me from the kitchen. The voice is beautiful and clear as a bell. Human, it's sweet. Sound washes the day. Cacophony from my memory.
ただいまさや。
Even the patter of feet coming down the hallway is music to my ears. Nowhere else in the city can I hear such footsteps. Only in this house with Saya. Am I so privileged?
遅かったね。ちょっと心配しちゃったぞ。
ごめんよ。今日は病院に寄っていく日だったから。
あー、そうだっけ。
Since my accident, this girl is the only person I've met, perhaps the only person in the entire world that does not trigger my cognitive disorder. True, her skin seems too white, and the color of her eyes and her hair is probably different in reality, but even so, her form is undeniably human. It's not just her appearance, and her voice either. As I bend down to take off my shoes, Saya wraps her arms around my neck and pulls me gently into her chest. Ooh. Her skin feels truly human, not cold or slimy, and from her hair was a sweet feminine fragrance. In all the world, only Saya is pleasing to my five senses. And what's more, she smiles at me, embraces me. She knows that she is my salvation, and for some reason is happy that I need her. If I had not met Saya, if I had been all alone in this twisted, filth-ridden world, I would no doubt have succumbed to madness. It is no exaggeration to say that Saya alone is keeping me alive.
今日は一日どうしてた？
Oh. Well, okay.
今の模様替えもう半分ぐらい塗り終わったよ。で今はね、文則の晩ご飯作ってるの。昼間テレビで作り方やってたから。
Oh.
そうか。
もうちょっと時間かかりそうなの。待っててくれる？
いいよ。
Yeah.
じゃあ僕は今の続きをやってる。
After I see the humming sign of the kitchen, I step into the living room. What the hell? I realized one day that if the natural color of the world were sickening, all I had to do was paint over them with colors that seemed pleasant. I went to the hardware store and brought every color of paint I could find. Then Saya and I tried different combinations until we found one that worked. After painting the bedroom from ceiling to floor, I was finally able to get my first good night's sleep since the accident. When we first started on the living room, Saya, unsure what to do with the curtains, just painted carefully around the windows. Without a moment hesitation, I tore the curtains down and painted over the glass itself. Sorry. There'll never be anything out there that I want to see, and as long as we keep the storm shutters closed, the neighbors probably won't think anything of it.
ご飯できたよ。
こっちで食べよう。持ってきてくれるか？
ペンキの匂い平気？
I suppose the smell of paint thinner must be building up in the closet room. It doesn't really bother me though. There are far worse smells out
さ
there.
やは嫌いかい？
ううん、平気。文則が大丈夫ならいい。
いただきます。
The taste is as gut-wrenching as I expected, but it's not Saya's fault. I'm sure she made it excellently. Like the cooking show said, it's just that my taste buds can't accept it.
美味しくない？
まあね。
Lying won't make Saya happy. She knows about my condition.
気にしないで。明日はまた別のものを作ってあげるから。
ごめんな、いつも。せっかく作ってくれたのに。
いいのよ。こうやっていろいろ試していけば、いつか文のりでも美味しく食べられるメニューが見つかるかもしれないじゃない。
And perhaps one day, as Saya says, I'll be able to taste something delicious again. I met Saya.
さやは食べないの？
Aren't you going to?
私はもう済ましたから。
In all the time we've been together, Saya has never once eaten with me. I don't know why she refuses to do so. It makes me a little sad. Still, I'm not about to push the issue. Not when she's putting up with all the problems I have.
そういえば、今日もう一度病院で君のお父さんのこと聞いてみた。
パパの？
I don't even realize Saya has asked me to unravel the mystery of his.
やっぱり何も教えてくれない。何か隠している雰囲気なんだが。
そう。
I expect Saya to be a little more.
心配じゃないのかい、お父さんの。
そういうわけじゃないの。
She gives a little shake of her head, then smiles at me once again.
ありがとう、文のり。私のためにいろいろと。
君はそれ以上のことを僕のためにしてくれるんだ。
I thank her for the meal and set my chopsticks down next to the perfectly clean plate. As wrenched as the taste was, thinking of the care that Saya put into it gave me the strength to finish every bite.
じゃあ、お風呂にする？
また。
Oh, damn! Ever since Saya moved in, it's been like having my own wife. Wait. This is not a H game, is it? Saya, why are you so good to me? Is this truly what you want? What am I? That you can give yourself to me, body and soul. Is this merely sympathy? Do you pity me? The exile from society, is that enough for you to surrender yourself to such mad desire? Are you so... Watson? Saya is here, she is with me now. Only in the moment, in her existence certain. Only when I am joined with her can I believe. No matter what cruel fate might await me, Saya, there is nothing I fear more than losing.
文のり、泣いてるの？
I realize that my cheeks are wet with
どうしてなんださや。
Why
な
do
ぜ
you
僕
go
にここまで。
so far?
文のり。
わからないんだ。わからないのに僕だけがどんどん君に惹かれていく。君なしちゃ耐えられなくなっていく。
I wrap my arms tight around her, praying that our bodies will melt together and never again be
教えて
apart.
くれ。どうすれば君を失わずにいられる。僕は何をすればいい。どうやって。
こうやって抱いていて。
Keep holding me, Saya whispers into
文
me.
のりに抱いてもらうんだから私は。
なぜ。
それはね、文のりが、それはさやも一人ぼっちだったから。だからさやにも文のりしこの世でただ一人だけ私を抱きしめてくれる大好きな文のり。
No matter what horrors this world unleashes. Wait. Wait. What? Okay. I'm gonna call this part 1 because I need to do some research and make sure this is not a, if you know what I mean, a H game, you know? I don't want to be playing a hentai game on goddamn Twitch. What the hell? That worried me, and they said explicit images. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna put this here. That was interesting. I'm gonna say this is part one of this walkthrough and do some research and hope it is not a dirty game. Also, why is she so young? And he did. God, this might be a problem. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Bye.